Okay, welcome everyone to our health promotion program here at Stewart's Care. My name is Liliane and I will be taking you through our first few sections of the program. So we'll just get straight into it. So I'll be asking you some questions throughout the topics here today, and I'll give you a second to think about them throughout. And our first question is, what things can we do to be healthy? So have a think about what kind of things you can do in your daily life and what kind of things you already do to be healthy and keep fit. So our first thing we can do is healthy eating. We can eat healthy foods like your fruits, your carbohydrates, vegetables, dairy, and protein. We can also do things like exercising, which a lot of you will be familiar with, like walking, running, and taking part in sports and games, and then also working out, even here with us in the gym. So we have also looking after our bodies. This includes brushing your teeth, regular washing, skincare, and visiting your doctor and dentist on a regular basis. We have looking after our mind. So this is taking time to relax, taking some time to do meditation, listening to music, and getting a good night's sleep. We all love a bit of sleep. So here in our poster, it asks us, what is health? And we've just covered up everything that what we think what health is. But it also includes healthy eating, social activities, looking after our bodies, and also just being happy. You know, happy body is a happy mind. Okay, so what are we going to be learning about in our health promotion program? We'll be covering topics like healthy eating, keeping our teeth, bones, and body healthy, physical activity, hydration, personal hygiene, strong minds, and smoking and alcohol. Just a few topics that we'll be covering. So everyone participating will get our resources through our athlete packs, our lovely athlete packs here, through your APA coordinators, or you can download them at www.specialolympics.ie. If you put in health promotion, you should be able to find everything you need for this health promotion program there. So it will cover everything we learn about, and then it also includes diaries for you guys to keep track of your food and water intake, your physical activity diaries, and your daily task diaries. So our next topic that we will cover is healthy eating. And I have another question for all of you, and that is, do you think it's important to have a healthy diet? And if so, why? So I'll give you a second to think about that question. So it is important to have a healthy diet so we can stay healthy inside and out. We need a healthy diet to prevent diseases and to keep us from getting sick, especially during these times. And a healthy diet also helps us to keep fit and well so you can enjoy the sports and do all the fun activities that we all love doing. So has anyone seen the food pyramid before? For those who have, will know and understand what I'm about to say. And for those who haven't, I'll go through and explain how the food pyramid works. So at the bottom shelf of the food pyramid, we have the largest group. This means that our body needs more of the foods that are on that shelf. And as we go up the food pyramid, the shelves get smaller, and this means our body needs less of these foods. And the shelves at the top are the smallest, and this means we should eat very small amounts of these foods from these shelves. So following our food pyramid, we have the Eat Well guide. And this guide is quite similar to the food pyramid, except laid out a little differently. The biggest segment of the Eat Well guide is the fruit and vegetables, and this means our body needs more of those foods that are in this segment. The carbohydrate, protein, and dairy segments are smaller, and this means our body needs less of these foods. And the smallest segment is the oils and spreads. This means very small amounts of these foods. So the different shelves and the segments of our food pyramid and our Eat Well guide consist of different kinds of food groups. And the biggest food group that we'll start off with is our fruit and vegetables. This is the biggest section of both the Eat Well guide and the food pyramid. You should be eating 5 to 7 portions every single day, and these can include apples and carrots and different berries if you want. You can have salad and even juices. Have your fruit and vegetables in them. So our next group is carbohydrates group, and this is our next biggest section. You should be eating 3 to 5 portions of these every day, and examples of carbohydrates are things like bread and pasta, rice and potatoes. So our next part is the dairy section. We should be eating 2 to 3 portions of food from this section every day. These foods are milk, cheese and yogurt. And just another note that teenagers and pregnant / breastfeeding women should eat 5 portions of every day from the dairy section instead of your 2 to 3 recommended portions. So our next section is protein. And in this section, you should be eating 2 to 3 portions every day. And these foods can include meat and fish, but also come from other sources that are not just meat, for example, eggs, nuts, and beans. So our last section and the smallest section from our food pyramid and Eat Well guide are your sweets and treats. And these are high in fat, sugar, and salt. And you should be eating a very small amount of these foods from these sections. For example, treats like cupcakes and chocolate and anything with high amounts of sugar. That is the last slide of today's topics. Thank you very much for listening, everyone. And we will see you next week with a new topic. Have a good week, guys.